It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Bernie Jones. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Chicago Bulls in Chicago. They haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. For the Magic. This is the last game before heading back to Florida and Orlando. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Interesting to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
You know, it takes extreme focus to pull off a streak like this, and they've really done it in style.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
Here's Money. Hands it from downtown. Money's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through the February, March doldrums. This is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results. What you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you have a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. The first free throw is good.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Gives you a lot of spacing on the offensive end of the floor.
Let's it go from 14. Parker's shot is off. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 with a field to start this one so far. Good on the triple. 6 points for Money.
Judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 28-point game against Atlanta.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget, he was flawless passing the ball.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now here's Wright. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Levine. Back to Wright. Outside, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And even without that 3, and right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, got into foul trouble and really played out of control and just couldn't overcome.
I think you really have to think they beat themselves out there, right? You can't be fouling another team like that consistently, and that's just asking to get beat.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Money, and he slams wins it one-handed.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Wright following the bucket by Orlando. Carter kicks to Levine. Knocked away. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. And finished off by...
On both ends that they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Outside, Levine. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Gordon. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And the dunk by Bamba.
Exceptional play across the board. I love the tenacity. Just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Wright following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Ball's knocked loose, and another fast break out.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Chicago calls timeout. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Porter with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
And it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
Here's Money. Again, the Magic score.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Wright finds Parker. Back to Wright. Can they get it? It's deflected. And the running goes up. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Passes it to Carter. Levine deciding where to go with it. Carter dishes to Levine. Back to Carter. Shoots over Bamba. And it's Carter missing.
And a surprise, he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too loud that time.
Money. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Levine. Nothing out of the scoreboard for him. Over Fultz. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Carter.
Increasingly comfortable from the mid-range now. Levine rises and fires.
Outside Gordon. Now here's Fultz. Guarded by Levine. And here's Fultz. He had a 21-point outing in their last against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Here's Wright, following the bucket by Orlando. Here's Carter. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. Magic leading by 23. Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Levine. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And it's blocked.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Here's Gordon in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything from the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter. And the Bulls with another miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Isaac up top. Launches a three, and again it's the Magic from deep.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Oh, Chicago's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Powell. Guarded by Fultz. Powell, the pass to Levine. Back to Powell. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. That's tipped, and he gets it back. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. Think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called. We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn for a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kevin?
I like what you said. Even more for the younger kids who are learning the game. They got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
To the inside. There's Gattens. It's deflected. Here's Money. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside, Levine. Here's Gaetens. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pocket 2 near the three-point line. It's Porter.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
Here's Isaac. And the layup's good off the glass. Isaac's got 7 points.
Listen, the defense was there. Jonathan Isaac just focused, locked in on the hoop, knows he can score from there, guys.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Levine can't hit.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. It's stolen by Fultz. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Magic.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Shoot two. And free throw good from Fultz. From three-point land to get things going here in the first.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation.
There's the pass to Powell. Now Levine. Now here's Powell. The Magic with another bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Levine for three. Orlando grabs the miss. Alva's got rebound number two.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up. Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's Powell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine can't hit.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Here's Money. Down low. Bamba. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This is ridiculous. Can you remember the last time they missed?
I really can't. They're on fire. Seems like they cannot miss.
And that's it for the It's been a very lopsided game. Orlando out in front, running away with it from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Hold up.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Times we've seen the Magic really take control here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Here's Chicago. And so in the game of Magic, Gordon down low, and Isaac into the field.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard. Thus far. Assist like that. Their effort today. Terrific ball.
Now here's Levine. Dishes it to Powell. He's looking for Levine and finds him. Powell. 5 on the clock. Float loose. Fast break. Here comes Levine.
tempo, fast break bucket, a big factor for them offensively.
Levine gets the ball. Just over 1 minute during the second quarter. Orlando's gone to three-point range 7 times. Back on 5-0. Here's Keaton. 13 points from him last game against Indiana. Bomba's got 6.
Loads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jordan Bell gives a highlight reel dunk beginning to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with a tremendous athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big time fan favorite. And I love that despite the flash in his game, he's a grounded, high character individual.
And that's a foul. Hold on, money. That'd be his second foul of the game.
Okay, now you have to dial down the intensity a bit, right? That's his second foul, and he's still got a ways to go before halftime.
Parker checking for the Bulls. Wright comes in for Levine. Misses the layup. Levine got involved with the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Oh, and then the alley-oop.
So many people are high on the Bulls. That wasn't a minute. That was a fraction.
Now here's Powell. Nothing out of the scoreboard for him. Parker. And it's John Wright with the foul. Checked in for shot. We're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wide open look here for Wright. 3-pointers off the mark. They've got a lot of so far on the field in the second quarter. Within the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
It's tipped. All by himself. Here's money. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Wright. 9 points last game. Parker with 26. And a little battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Orlando. The Magic have got nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. He got it.
That's a superb interior defense. I'm not 3 runs the rim.
Pass to Keaton. Got it. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over the stretch.
Wright with the double team. It's tipped. The pass to Money. He finishes off the back. And it's Wright for the ball. Inside. Out to Parker. Nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's lost. It'll be out of bounds. Just wanted to shoot. And he hit one. It was Jefferson and Orlando the other way. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out. I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Mongo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Fultz, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes to Chicago.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in fourth quarter games. It's a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in held defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Now, here's Fultz.
Just looks so pretty. And he's the one doing the slam.
He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Guys are looking for a strike here.
Stretch offensively for sure.
And it's pushing it on.
You have to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't,
Here's Gatens. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points. Parker outside. Shoots over Isaac. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
And getting theirs before the defense can set up.
boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really, catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Right, looking around. Pass to Bell. Kicks it to Parker. Knocked loose. And now, floor all by himself.
Well, there's tremendous length with Jonathan Isaac. How about the ability to finish with authority? Go ahead, young sir.
Well, Chicago's gone less than 20%, but they've continued to let it fly. Here's Gatens, defended by Gordon. To Bell. Now to 5 on the shot clock. Parker outside.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Right outside. Bell kicks to Parker. This. And Bumba pulls it down. See 3 points tonight all over the place.
From folks, an incredibly crafty and creative scheme.
With the ball. Surveying the ball. To the Here's Fultz.
I don't know what's happening defensively. They're not putting up any resistance.
Two-shot foul and 6 in the foul line.
And how good has he been at the line?
Jonathan Motley's checked in for the Bulls. Zach Levine comes in for DeLon Wright.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Chicago with the ball. And here's Levine. The dish now to Parker. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball out of the way.
To Levine. And Bamba pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy improves contact on the way up.
And just an impossible shot to guard at times, Doris. When you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Two in particular. James Harden, that step back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry, well, those two guys, they decide to get to that step back. Step back, it's going in.
Outside Levine. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Fultz. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 23 points.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Levine. Here's Carter. Orlando grabs the miss.
How about 82% as a unit?
1:17 left in the second quarter. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Money passes to Isaac. Over Porter. Isaac misses.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Carter outside. The Bulls get it back in a new 24. Motley. There's Gattens. And finally they hit one. 5 points in the game.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball. Gets out of this area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's Gordon missing.
And really, they have the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
They grab their own miss. Can't connect from short range. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Next up on the deck. This one. That could be a quick pit stop before hitting the ball again. Here's Gatens. He kicks it to Levine. Over Fultz. Wow, way off on that.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And so it's Orlando, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith. Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. They opened up the game knocking down shots and did extremely well, going on a blazing 15-2 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from beyond the arc. Whether it's coming off a high screen or pulling off the dribble, it seems like whatever they're doing, it's going correct. There's not a lot you can do when a team's got this hot from downtown.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of the team's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome back as we take you for a cruise up the Chicago River. Beautiful Chicago, Illinois. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Brought to you by Gatorade Ultra. The second half. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Porter. Parker out there. And it's Levine. And it's Wright in the one. Now here's Porter. Following this by Mohamed Bamba. Porter finds Wright. Gordon against Parker. Back to Wright. Second chance shot. It's all in by the Magic.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He's got a piece of it. And another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing as well as a defensive end. And sometimes just to have a nose for stepping in this way. And that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba shooting in.
Now here's Wright. Taking a look at the stats. He's got Parker kicks to Carter. Into the third we go. 2 now. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game. So it's nothing in for them in the third quarter.
This game is going to be a
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
The space he needs just to finish was not good.
Outside Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. On target from free throw. And start the second half for some trouble. Shooting from that. Nice shot there by Bamba.
First three of the game. Can he heat up?
Tipped away. Right. Parker with the assist.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the box.
Here's Fultz. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up.
On the way, Levine. Guarded by Parker. It's stolen by Fultz. Now Kemper. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Money is 41.
In between games, they've been a much better team.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
Really, it's not like great handling right there. Great defensive play. Great defensive offense.
Yeah, he was so good at that, but it was like he had
By Bamba. And here we go. it from deep. Here's Wright. Kicks the point. Carter outside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bamba. Money passes the point. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago.
Well, Aaron Gordon welcomes the opportunity to be fouled. You cannot be careless with your defense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And just a top-notch free throw this year, all the way up there at 88%.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Gordon hits both of them. Here's Gatens. This is it to Pop. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
Nice little outside in play right there. Good into the finish.
Here's Money. 43 points in the game. And it's Gordon finishing.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? He's good at assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Upper Head, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Pass to Gatens. He kicks to Levine. Five to shoot. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Zach Levine.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Magic have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they're making a point.
And the first one for us. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Chicago's gotten blank from 3-point land so far. It's still 0 for 3. That one falls. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Levine's a guard, but he has the quickness to hop. It's difficult to stop in there.
Here's Money. He's got 44. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
And Chicago has possession. The Magic hitting the ball.
Listen, we all understand Jordan Bell can get off his feet in a hurry. That is nice.
Orlando's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a gracious.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Showing off the money. Now here's Levine. He has 7. Levine can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's the shot he has to continue to take.
And Chicago has possession. It's up by Aaron Gordon. Here's Gatens. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Bulls just way behind.
And, you know, for the Bulls, every season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. This season, they have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're coming up to the season, though. They are genuine contenders here.
Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They get a hand on it. Pass to Gates. Over Fultz. And the Bulls with another miss. Orlando skating well. Here's Bamba. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
The Magic have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw missing.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Opportunity easy.
From deep. It's good. And it's now 26 points for Mohamed Bamba.
3-pointers are killing them at this point. They haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Another steal. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. And Chicago shooting 41% from the floor so far in the fourth. To the middle. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And again, it's a magic from deep.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Fultz has gone to work from the arc and all 4 of his attempts. Poked away. Stay inside. Isaac with the steal. Fultz on the offensive board. Fultz has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this team. He's got plenty of energy left.
Shepard, the pass to Parker. Ball comes. Isaac with the steal. Here we go, all alone. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Fultz.
I appreciate the IQ. A solid guard knows he has the green light to pull for the
Shot by Fultz. Now here's Parker. He started close. Shepard, the pass to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Isaac. Parker's shot is off.
They're really good right now. It seems at the top here.
All they're doing on the end is working to figure something out and fast. Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Chicago's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. 0 for 3.
bunker makes high-stakes wins look effortless.
So it's Chicago now. They need a good possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Chicago. No good. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's the Magic's ball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Burton down low, Bamba next to him. Running out there with Marcel Fultz. And it's Isaac into the three for small throw. Here's Garrett. Kicks the puck. Swings over Isaac. Misses off the left eye. Here's Monty. Parker outside. 4 on the clock. Passes it to Shep from downtown. Papa pulls it down. So he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that matchup against the Bucks, that's going to be one where it could take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And he makes the first. On a season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a game of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand to new markets.
I agree. So progressive. It's just, given them so much avenues to follow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
Here's Garrett. Over to the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The pass to Bell. Parker, right side. Looking to get it. They'll get another chance. And it's 2 points on the way. And it's the Magic with the ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Here's Monty. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, GA. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Carter here. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. Money's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. G League doors, growing roster of teams introduced two-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it a official minor league at this point, you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the went back and forth between the G League and were up with the respective NBA teams. Significant part of the rotation. The NBA champion had a two-way player, Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has got to ride with this. Here's Parker after the Magic pick up two. Here's Shepard. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
You know, could have gone to the rack for the throwdown, but opts for the soft, smooth finger roll. I love it.
Here's Fultz. That's the money. A three. And that's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Bell passes to Motley. Parker outside. Clock at 4. Stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Cuts off the pass. Here's Garrett. He kicks to Bell. To the right side. Here's Shepard. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
Exactly the shot they were looking for on that possession. The easy one down low.
Here's Money. Pass to Bamba to the inside. Gordon. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Bell kicks to Parker. Off the mark there with a three-point shot.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Fultz the pass to Money. He lobs it up. And the tip by Bamba.
And just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Pairs initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legitimate stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feet.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Shepard. Plays Shepard from the free throw line.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Money passes to Isaac. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Well, Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Carter. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
velocity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will. Here's second chance.
Here's money. Oh, and he's getting away in the alley-oop. Not to be completely defensively. From 18 feet away.
Cash in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Here's money. Gets a very good look and converts.
Still attacking on this lead.
Andre, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Pass to shoot. Hires the three. Grabs the miss. Isaac's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Gordon missing.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
Another steal. Here's money. He's it to Bamba. Gordon trying to break loose. Good. And that's now 30 points for Mohamed Bamba.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
And that's a foul called on money.